our Sarita ni Ballaigi, LORMANIAN success stories. Today, it is our honor to talk to our top 5 registered medical technologists. Yves Gacod. He passed the National Licensure Board exam for medical technologies last January 15 to 16, 2022. Good day, Sir Cesar. How are you?
Good day, ma'am. And I prefer you call me Yves.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. You've been so humble because before doing this interview with you, it was just a PM away, a message away, right? We did that through Messenger. And of course, it is our honor that you are here with us today. Thank you for your commitment to this interview. Of course, I'm feeling nervous right now. Okay, of course, we have to say congratulations first. You just don't know how you elated every LORMANIAN spirit. We've been waiting for the result. And then we would like to know, how does it feel to be the 5th placer in the recent medical technology licensure exam?
Ma'am, of course, I was very happy because my family is very happy, my friends are happy, and so I'm happy. I was not expecting it at all, actually. Tapos 2 years din akong natenga, so parang very happy kasi tapos na rin sa wakas.
Okay, how did you know about it?
That night po, nagre-review po ako for medicine.
So you were not waiting for the result, actually?
I was not, actually, medyo nakalimutan ko na. Kasi past the target date of release na yung pag-release nila that night. Kaya I was not really focused on that already.
So great to know. We've been expecting, we've been waiting for the results, and just to know that you were not expecting for you to be the top 5.
Yes, ma'am. I was not really aiming for that at all. Kasi,
Really?
just like I said, ma'am, gusto ko nang matapos eh. Kaya yun na.
Because you really cannot deviate the societal expectation that ever since you were a kid, ever since when you were in grade school, right? You were a consistent honor student, and then during your college years, you were an SBO president of the MedTech, Medical Laboratory Science, I should say, and at the same time, you were a consistent Dean's Lister. So how do you live those expectations?
Before, ma'am, I was very conscious. But over time, I just didn't find the significance of, focusing on the expectations. I mean, I did what I can, and that's what you get.
And what we get is the best thing, right? Because you made it. Okay. So, how did you manage your time since you were enrolled in medicine and at the same time you were having your review? So, of course, your personal lives there. How did you manage?
When it comes to medicine, ma'am, when I was enrolled in medicine, of course, I was focused on medicine only, on studying. It's very toxic already, hindi ko na kayang isingit yung medtech. So I had to wait for the semester to be done. And then actually after the semester, my sister got married. And then after that, that's the time that I reviewed. That was already around December 20 of last year. Doon na po ako nag-start mag-review until the exam.
Okay, so thank you so much. What is the ultimate determining factor to your success? Anyone who inspired you, or what are those inspirations?
When it comes to inspiration, of course, I would say my family and my relatives, because they have been very supportive naman sa akin. Wala namang kaming problems, wala naman kaming issues or anything. They are just very supportive of me and sending me gifts and supportive messages via Messenger din.
Oh, that's good. So it is really important to get the support of our family.
Yes, ma'am, that's very important talaga.
So that is the ultimate determining factor. And of course, you have the skills, you have the knowledge, plus the love of your family.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
very
thank
important.
you. Well, I want to go back to your experiences when you were still a LORMANIAN student. Okay, so among your experiences and struggles as a student, what do you think has helped you most in your career?
Again, the support of my family because when I'm struggling, they are always willing to help. And within the school, the support and the love of my friends and classmates, actually, sa batch naman namin, wala naman masyadong gulo. We just support each other, we hype each other up. Kaya, yun din yung talagang nag-push din sa akin to be, the best that I can be.
Oh, so when you were so when you even when you were still a student, you really aimed to be to take up medicine after graduation.
Yes, ma'am. Since high school, actually, naramdaman ko na I have to be a doctor.
Yeah, because your mother is a lawyer, and then how come you were taking up medicine? So that was my first question.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, when I was in elementary, that was actually my first goal. I could remember sinasabi ko kay mama, I want to be a judge. Kasi dinadala niya ako sa korte noon. And over time, I just realized that I don't really have passion on that field. And mas gusto ko yung science and medicine, gano'n. Kaya that's where I went.
Oh. And thank you because you have chosen Lorman
Of course, ma'am.
to be your molding institution in your undergraduate course. Okay, so where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years from now, I am already Dr. Yves, Gacod.
Yes! I love that! Yeah. And of course, what do you want us to see in you being a doctor?
Well, I want everyone to see me as, a good doctor. I think that's really the goal. A good, competent, compassionate, loving doctor. Of course, that's what you want from a healthcare provider. So that's also an expectation for myself that's also something that I need to give.
Okay, and giving that Lorna smile. Okay, thank you. What do you think are the characteristics you have that help you achieve your dream, aside from the love of your parents, love of your family?
I don't know how it's called, pero I'm really the type of person na when something needs to be done, it needs to be done. So I set up a time frame. Parang nung review ko din, I have to review this subject for 2 days only. Talagang 2 days lang natapos ko din. That's how I am really, organized with my tasks. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na always organized ako, but the board exam is a very serious thing. So kailangan din matindi din ang management.
Oh, so time management is there plus the determination.
Yes,
oh my God. Of course, we would like to get your pieces of advice, share your message with our LORMANIAN students, especially those who would like to follow in your footsteps.
Well, if the goal is simply to pass medical technology, you really have to listen to your teachers. Do not take that for granted. You also need to read your notes, just the usual advice. And if there's something that you cannot understand, you try to reach out to your friends because they may have understood the lesson and they will be the one to explain it to you. That's how the system when I was a student. I asked my friends when I cannot understand something, and when they cannot understand something, they ask me. Or sometimes, you can also ask your teachers. I'm very confident to say that the Faculty of Medical Laboratory Science is very approachable in Lorma. You can always ask. And there are a lot of references. There's the library, the computer room, the internet, of course. Luckily, on our institution, we have a
Strong internet
internet connection, stronger even than in our home. So, you need to maximize your resources or your sources of information then. Not every learning is occurring in the classroom. There are a lot of ways to learn. Just like what I've said from your friends. Yun talaga very helpful sa akin yung nagtutulungan kami. Not just friends, but even classmates na hindi mo masyadong close, nagtutulungan kami. Yun yung advice ko. Kailangan yung magtulungan kasi it's a tough course.
We learned a lot from your talk,
Yes.
actually. And just like I want to take a medical course. Of course, thank you so much for inspiring our fellow LORMANIANs. This is a very short I'm sure you learned a lot from our speaker today.
Yeah.
Of course, the soon to be a doctor, Dr. Yves Cesar Gacod.
Yes.
Of course, and as he promised, he will be wearing that Lorma smile. Thank you so much, Yves.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you there for having me.
Thank you so much for listening, and that ends our Sarita from Ballaigi for